First of all, what is the business case and the strategic rationale for combining these two businesses together?
Great question. So as you know, ADFG, it's been 9 years since we've launched ADFG as an investment management business or an asset management business. We became leaders in the region. And more than 2 years ago, we acquired 50% of Shuaa Capital as an investment bank, capital markets firm. We've turned around the business, and the time has come to combine those two forces together and offer a powerhouse, financial services powerhouse for the region.
And when it comes to the overall synergies for this deal, you see the synergies coming very much so on the revenue side as opposed to the cost side. So can you outline exactly how this is going to benefit shareholders by combining these two businesses on the revenue side?
So in every merger, there is a revenue synergy and there is a cost synergy. We expect the revenue synergies to eclipse the cost synergies in this transaction. So you have a lot of synergies in cross-selling, you have synergies in the customer base that we have, you have synergies in the complementary business lines that two firms offer today. So we foresee that the growth in the future is going to come from revenue synergies.
And when you look at the terms of the deal, are you satisfied with how this played out, and do you expect this to have shareholder approval and regulatory approval?
So we've got the initial regulatory approval. In 2 weeks' time, the shareholders will vote on that. We are confident that shareholders will approve this transaction. It is very much in favor of the public shareholders. We are owners of 50% of Shuaa, or 48% of Shuaa anyway. So whatever is good for Shuaa is good for us also. This is a win-win transaction. I think it's a great story. We are locked in for 12 months. So this is not an exit for us. On the contrary, we see this as the future growth.
I wanted to ask you about some of the other metrics as well. Combined, you're going to have $12.8 billion in assets under management, which is very significant for the region. When you look at that AUM figure, where do you expect that to be in the next 12 to 24 months as you bring these two businesses together? Have you set a target on what you would like the AUM to look like?
So the combined AUM is going to be 12.8. 11.5 comes from ADFG and the remainder from Shuaa. What we really say about AUM is that we really focus on returns and opportunities rather than just growing the AUM as a number. So the AUM will grow or reduce depending on the opportunities going forward. In terms of where we see the AUM growing, if at all it grows, we really think the region is going to be our focus. As you know, we're focused geographically in the MENA region, but also in the UK specifically. We believe the growth in the AUM, in the activity, is going to come from the region.
Okay, so do you think that the fundamentals are stacking up in the right way for you to achieve an AUM beyond that 13 billion figure?
Absolutely. I think economically speaking, fundamentals are strong. Absolutely, there is softness in certain sectors that we're witnessing, not only in the UAE, but across the GCC. Sentiment is not positive because of the geopolitics around us. However, if you look at numbers today, if you look at the fundamentals, if you look at the new initiatives that the governments, specifically the government of Abu Dhabi, is doing, those are very much in favor of a future growth that hopefully is going to come very soon.